Hey guys, folks, it's Dean here, your passive income coach. And look, I wanted to just record this short video. I've had a lot of people ask about what's involved with this trading course, what's involved with the hedge fund or the trading fund that I'm putting together. So this email, or video that I'm going to pin to the top of the Facebook group for those that are in the Facebook community that I run. So it gives you all the information that you need to know. So basically the course will be recorded, and so you can watch it at any time that you like. These are the 12 lessons that I'm going to cover. Okay, so how to get started. So this is how do you open up an account with a trading platform? How do you open up a charting platform? How do you sort of get started? What do you need in terms of capital? All the things that you need behind the scenes in basically how to get started. Some people might not even have a CoinJar account or a Bitcoin wallet. What other coins are available, all that sort of stuff. So we cover all of that in lesson 1. It really is a get started guide to make sure that everybody has the right accounts set up, ready to go. And then we actually get into the whole TA component. So we look at how candles and bars work, what information they can tell us. Things such as higher highs, higher lows, trend patterns, all that sort of stuff, so that we can look for, because these are really important. They're part of the foundations of how technical analysis works, and and that way you'll be able to quickly and easily define whether or not we're in a bear market, a bull market, or a sideways market. And this is really important in underpinning how your technical analysis works. And we start looking at trend lines and support and resistance. I've already provided you information on support and resistance, as a bit of a lead into what technical analysis is all about. So you can watch that video for free. It's in the Facebook group or on my YouTube channel. But we spend some more time around support and resistance, trend lines, and various patterns that we can use as indicators to make market movement. Then we jump into some of the signals to look out for. There's a lot of information that can be drawn off a chart. A chart is effectively a reflection of people's emotions at the time. So what we're trying to distill is what the bigger emotional impact is that's playing out on the market itself. We then look at a thing called market action and reaction. So this is where we start to look at what history tells us, will tell us what's going to happen into the future, and we can utilize price movement to give us an indication of where we would expect the market to go moving forward. We then start getting into some what we call Gann and Fibonacci. So Gann was a trader back in the early 1900s. Fibonacci was a mathematician. Gann was a mathematician as well. So both these guys had certain indicators that we can use that play out constantly in the marketplace that we use again to support our analysis and give us a bit of an indication of what's going to happen. We then look at some market indicators that we use basically as the third level. So the first thing we start to do is look at support, trend line, and which way the market is moving. We then start to look at the action and reaction around price points. We then look at some indicators to support and back up that sort of underpins it. We then do a bit of analysis on Elliott wave. And in fact, we might end up turning Elliott wave and indicators around. Do Elliott wave first because it really ties in with Gann and Fibonacci. Again, just those lessons right there will give you everything you need to know about how to read a market. Okay. Then we look at how to actually enter and exit. So stop loss orders, buy orders, stop limits, when to actually place orders. So you don't have to be sitting in front of the computer constantly. You can actually place orders into the future. And then when the market hits, then your trade or your order is executed on your behalf. Okay, so we look at that. We look at controlling your risk, utilizing stop loss orders so you're not exposed, especially while you're at work, being stressed, going, oh my God, I hope I'm not losing money. That's the last thing you need. We then finish up with a bit of market psychology because it's all well and good. And let me tell you that this is probably the most important lesson. This is the lesson that I struggled with the most during my time trading back in the 2000s through the 2003 bear market. It's all well and good to be able to read a chart and understand what's going to happen. But when you actually got money on the line, let me tell you, everything goes out the window. When you don't have money on the line, it's easy. Okay, but when you got money on the line and you're actually trading for real, your brain will start to play games with you. So we really look at market psychology and how you can make sure that you don't allow your emotion to dictate your trading rather than what's being read on the market. We then develop a trading plan together, so you actually have a set of written instructions on how to actually then go in, execute your trade based on your need, your outcome. Okay, so this is really prepping you to be able to be ready to get into the market yourself. Now, we don't just look at Bitcoin. Okay, we look at a whole cross range of different coins. You know, you can have different altcoins trading against Bitcoin, so you know when to move in and out of coins. You might be sitting on, say, Litecoin at the moment. Now, is Litecoin worth staying in, or should you move your money into Bitcoin? Okay, or is Bitcoin worth staying in? Should you move your money into Litecoin? So there's some of the things that we also look at during the course, and I set you up on how to do all of that. Now, that course currently is 0.02 Bitcoin. All right, I am looking to increase this price once I've got the first wave of people done and all the videos are recorded and we're up and running. The price of that course will definitely go up. So now's your opportunity to jump in at 0.02, especially why the value of Bitcoin's down at the moment. It's probably a good time to move across. Now, if you're in any of the other packages that we've done along the way, especially those that are in the Ruby package, all right, and you'd like to convert those funds, or maybe you're in Devor and you've still got some coins left over there and you'd like to convert that in and basically get all this analysis and data for free, please let me know. I'm happy to move that money across for you to pay for that course. Obviously, you'll need to come up, unless you've got money left over, you'll need to come up with your own money for your own trading. So that's basically it. You'll be part of the Facebook community and we'll be sharing trades. You can share your ideas. You can do your analysis, put it into the group, and then we can analyze it for you, make sure you're on the right path. Execute trades together, all that sort of stuff. So that's what the Facebook community is all about. It's a one-off fee, 0.02 Bitcoin. If you haven't made your money back in 12 months, if you haven't made a trade that's got you at least 0.02 Bitcoin within 12 months, you've done the course and you've made some trades and you followed all the steps and all that sort of stuff, and you have not made your joining fee back, 0.02 Bitcoin back, I will give it back to you in 12 months' time. Okay, so that's my price back guarantee. You will be able to pay for the course within 12 months. Okay, it's not a lot anyway. It's $200. But if you haven't been able to make 0.02 Bitcoin trading following this, everything that I teach you, then I'm quite happy to give you back the 0.02 Bitcoin to be able to do it. Now, some people have basically asked, well, I'd love to learn and all that sort of stuff, but I don't have time to trade. So I am putting together a trading fund where I will trade on your behalf. Okay, and this is how it's going to work. So again, you need to join the Facebook community. All right, it's the same price, 0.02. So you got two options: join the Facebook community, okay, and then you can learn all of this and go at the end of it, learning all the structure. Go, you know what? I don't have time to trade, but at least I know what the heck you're talking about now. Great, I will still trade for you. If you want to go and do it yourself, great. We'll be part of the group, and I'll help you trade on your own account. Okay. But if you don't want to trade on your own account, you don't have the time, but you're just really interested in how it all works, I will be trading as a collective group. Now, unlike most financial planners and stockbrokers who charge you a fee regardless of how much money they make, I don't plan to do that. I believe it's important that if you don't make money, I don't make money. Okay, so each month we do an analysis of how much profit was made per month. If there was no profit, there's no fee. Okay, so I spent all the time doing it and trading. There's no cost to you to do that. If at the end of the month I made less than a 20% return for you cumulatively for the total of the month, okay, so our account went from a $5,000, or let's call it $1,000 account, and it went to $1,800 for the account. That's an 18% return. Okay, then my cost is 10% of the profit. Okay, so you'll end up with 90% of the overall profit, or 90% in that scenario of $800. I've got an example over here. So let's say your particular amount, your balance was $100. Obviously, we're talking Bitcoin price here because everything will be done in Bitcoin. But for the month of May, we made a 15% return, or I made a 15% return for the group. Okay, which for you individually was $10. Sorry, $15. Right, 15% of $100 is $15. So monthly less than 20% would be 10% of the profit. So 10% of the $15 means you pay me $1.50. Okay, which means overall you end up with $13.50, which is 90% of the profit. And then at the start of next month, you now have $113.50. Okay, if we got more than 20% returns in the month, okay, think about that for a second, more than 20% return in a month, and then my cut is 20%. Okay, so in this scenario, let's say we made a 30% return. which means you're made $30 profit. Okay, my portion is 20%. Okay, which means my profit is $6, which means you walk away with $24. Okay, or 80% of the $30 made. So that's basically how the fees work. If you'd like to withdraw your money, you get to the point where you go, yeah, you know, I've been watching this for a while now. I'd like to go and trade on my own, or I want to withdraw, or I need my money back, or whatever the case may be. I do need some notice, because obviously we're going to have trades in place. I can't just simply return funds to you. So the goal is at the end of every month, we basically consolidate our position. Now, there will be times when some coins will still be open, or some trades will still be open. But if you give me notice, say today, in May, right, I'd like to withdraw my funds. Those funds will not be available to you until the end of June at the latest. Okay, so it just allows me enough time to make sure that positions are closed without having to close a position to the detriment of everybody else, because we might be in a winning trade and you might want all your coin back. I don't want to have to sell and close the position if we're making profit, simply to be able to give you coins back. Right, that's why we need that sort of notice, and so that way, as positions are being closed off, I can make sure that I'm putting money aside to be able to withdraw for you. All right, so again, so that's the two options. So either way, you're going to be part of the Facebook community. It's 0.02 Bitcoin to be part of it. You can do the course regardless of which way you choose. It doesn't matter. It's you get it all as part of it. You can do all the courses, and at the end of all the training, you go, you know what, I don't think I can still do it. Great, throw some coins in and I'll trade it on your behalf. If you want to do it yourself, great, do it yourself. If you change your mind, like after a little while you trade, you find you don't have the time to do it, come and join us in the trading fund. And conversely, if you're in here and you've been watching me do it and you go, wow, you know what, this is really good. I think I'm ready to do that now. Take your money out, start doing it yourself. So it's a community for you to learn technical analysis, how to trade, and it's really focused on those that just want to get around trading. For those that are in the current Facebook community, our passive income crypto strategies course, I'm still going to be part of that community. I'm still going to be sharing other ideas, but that'll be more focused again around the leveraging side, the mining side. Any ICOs that come up that I think are really, really valuable, I'll certainly share within that particular community. I'll give updates every so often on the tech coin and USI side, but that Facebook community will continue to run and operate and ask questions. It's a great way for people just to get their toe into the water. But the trading course will be a secret community. It is a joined group, and it will be only targeted to those that really want to be involved in the trading side, which is why I put a price on it, to make sure we don't just have everybody that's wants to promote their own product inside the community. Look, I hope that's helpful. Leave a comment below if you're interested. As I said, if you're already part of some communities or syndicates that you've already put some money in that needs to be returned, or there's some leftover coins there for you, I'm happy to utilize those for payment. Makes it a nice, easy way to transition from one to the other. We've got quite a few people that were buying into the Ruby package that I didn't put the trade on for eventually. I just didn't feel comfortable. So there is some coins left over for that. And happy to do that. Now, if you'd also like to pay in any other coin, please let me know. We can work out another coin payment for that to my Exodus account. Quite happy to do that as well. All right, folks, look, take care, and I look forward to helping you get started on your trading journey.